Hello, everyone. We are the Mission Masters, and today, we have some interesting digital services that we will be presenting to you today. Let's get on it, shall we? Here are our members: Angela, Gusalia, Ramya Bharathi, Felicia, and Vahida. Here is an overview of the service we have chosen, which is parking area. Much to the surprise of the general public, something as mundane as indoor parking at various shopping centers could spark outrage and dispute like no other. The traditional process of parking is hectic and time-consuming, and there is always an uncertainty towards the availability of space. The distance from the parked location to the actual desired destination is increasingly growing beyond the walkable range. Other properties or businesses are having to endure vehicles misusing and exploiting any landmarks without fear of repercussions. To generalize, the practice of parking has manifested itself as a challenge for most people. We have selected Ipoh Parade to analyze and digitalize.
The first issue faced in the service is the unavailability of appropriate parking spaces. Although many parking spaces have already been provided in the shopping complex, their popularity often causes traffic congestion, especially during meal times and holidays, causing traffic congestion. Ambiguous markings, such as faded paint or unclear signs, or irresponsible parkers, could stir up conflicts and confusion over rightful parking. Second, the inconvenience in paying the parking fees. A lack of clear guidelines could lead to misunderstandings and unwarranted authority involvement. For instance, in the context of vague parking regulations like the durations, types of vehicles allowed and payment methods. In traditional places, parking permits are still in the form of physical items like paper tickets. Drivers are at risk of losing their tickets and having to pay the designated extra charges. Inadequate legal information for specific restrictions could also result in fines or towing. Lastly, in multi-level buildings and crowded places, drivers may face difficulty with locating their vehicles due to the lack of vehicle identification and drivers forgetting their parked spots. Considering. Not to mention the parking lots are sometimes dim during bad weather or during night hours. Even though fluorescent lights are equipped in the parking lots, visitors may still struggle to see the labeling painted on the pillars to locate their vehicles. All in all, with the help of digitalization, these issues may offer ease to drivers struggling with outdated practices of parking, and Ipoh Parkade aims to bring a new set of parking norms to life.
An application will be created revolving around solving the issues mentioned, named Ipoh Parkade. We have identified 3 issues in the service. The first problem will be solved through the app, whereby users may see available parking spaces and make or cancel bookings, much like booking a seat on ETS. The parking entrance will be installed with a face recognition monitor that will allow registered users to enter and even greet them. QR scanner is an alternative in case the booking was done using another person's account. Proximity sensors will be placed to ensure that the vehicles are parked at the designated spaces within the line. The second problem can be solved within the app as well, where they can pay their parking fare online. The timer will begin as soon as the user gets scanned at the parking entrance and stop once the user selects to exit. The application will also display a timer that shows the current duration and charge of the parking, and custom notification can be set. Wi-Fi will be provided in the parking area, so users will not face any connection difficulties when making the payments. The third problem is once again solved with the help of the app. The app will have a record of the parking space number, allowing users to find their cars easily. LED signs will be installed in the parking lot to help parkers locate the section where they parked. Within the app, there will also be a GPS that can help direct users to find their parking spot for convenience. Plus, a smart screen will be installed near all mall exits that will display the location of the parking space number as an alternative in case users do not want to use their phones.
With those digitalization, a few key benefits can be expected. The first key expected benefit will be real-time availability and confirmation. Users can access the features instantly with a simple app. They will be able to see up-to-date information such as the available parking spaces, parking fare and parking space location. It will reduce the uncertainty and anxiety that may arise when one chooses to park at Ipoh Parade, as they do not know if there will be parking space left or panic to find their vehicle after paying the parking fee at the machines. It will give users peace of mind knowing they have a booked space for their vehicle during their visit to the establishment, not to mention paying the fee and finding their vehicles easily. In addition, convenience is another key expected benefit. Instead of having to take a gamble on visiting IPO Parade just to be stuck in the parking lot looking for a parking space, they can book their space beforehand at any time and anywhere online. The same is said about paying the parking fee, as it can be done easily through online payment instead of having to look for a payment machine and then having to rush and find their vehicle within 15 minutes of paying. Finally, the last key expected benefit will be time saving. As mentioned before, finding a parking space takes time, with some resorting to waiting beside a vehicle, waiting for the owner to move. With the technology implemented, users have designated slots to park their vehicles, thus saving the time they have to spend searching for a parking space. Users can also save time in making payments, as they can do it within their smart devices instead of having to find the payment machine, find the parking ticket and dig out the right change. The GPS also helps users save time in finding their vehicles, as some people tend to panic when they cannot find their vehicles after making the payment, which gives them a 15-minute time to exit before the ticket is invalid.
We have identified quite a number of items within the DNA model. Let us start in devices. 1. Smartphone. The parking app with AI features can be accessed on smartphones to find parking spaces, find a way there and make payments easily. Real-time updates, ideal direction, and parking demand prediction are all provided through this online parking app. 2. Camera sensor. Camera sensors can gather real-time occupancy data, determine which parking spaces are available and evaluate car size compatibility. Utilizing artificial intelligence to effectively distribute parking resources, it improves the user's experience by optimizing parking search and administration. 3. Facial recognition camera. Facial recognition technology that has been paired with payment methods in the parking app can connect with the user's banking information alongside their facial profiles. The technology has the ability to pay the parking fee through the parking app via users' accounts instantly for the length of their time there when they leave the parking area. 4. QR scanner. A QR scanner could be utilized with an online parking app to expedite the entry and leave procedures. Parking lots display QR codes that users can scan to check in and check out of the parking lot. This improves productivity, lowers mistakes when performing manual input, and provides the app users with a flawless parking environment. 5. Proximity sensor. It enhances the online parking app user's experience by identifying the parking spots that are available in parking through the online parking app. It also ensures that all vehicles are parked properly and within the designated spaces, as double parking can cause the neighboring space to be unusable. 6. GPS tracker. Real-time location information about the parking space will be aided by the GPS trackers. This makes parking spaces easy to find for online parking app users. 7. Digital screen. The digital screen helps to show the directions to the parking lot entrances, exits, and even the location of the parking space, which allows users to find their vehicles. This screen may additionally offer security advice and help for individuals with disabilities. 8. LED sign. The LED lights serve as a landmark for consumers in the parking lot, which can be dark and hard to see depending on the time and weather. Finally, Wi-Fi server. It allows for the smooth exchange of data for the function of the online parking app. Moving on to the network involved in the digitalization. Wi-Fi connectivity is to improve comfort and user experience, which allows visitors to use their smartphones to access the Parkade app to perform online purchases while in the parking lot. Next, high-speed internet access is provided via 5G network connectivity, providing speedy and dependable interaction between devices and the main parking system for administration. Moreover, GPS capability enables exact location tracking for the parking spaces laced with GPS trackers, making it possible to locate a car precisely in a parking lot. Finally, for quick and easy admission and payment procedures, this technology enables smooth connection between gadgets such as smartphones and QR scanners. Now, the final element, the application. We have 4 total applications for the digitalization. First, the Parkade app. Through the Parkade app, users can find parked vehicles, reserve parking spaces, pay online and check parking availability. Second, facial recognition. To avoid the need for paper tickets and facilitate easy access to the parking lot, facial recognition technology improves user comfort and security. Third, GPS. GPS monitoring technology gives cars exact location data, making it possible for users to find their parked cars in the parking lot with accuracy. Finally is the QR code scanner included in the application. QR code scanner function will be available in the application, allowing easy check-into and check-out of the parking lot for users using their smartphones.
We have finally come to the end of the presentation. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope that our ideas can impress you.